6 months ago, I was a broke college student. Now I'm doing 10K a day from my dorm. No team, no trust fund, just my laptop and a mindset shift. And here's a pic from my Shopify dashboard if you don't believe me. Right up here. Here's me reloading the page, so you know it's not fake. So yeah, 6 months ago, I was like every other broke college kid. I had about $300 in my bank account. I was working a bartending job, and I was just super unhappy and stressed with school, and I really wanted to figure something out. So I already had a lot of experience in e-commerce. I've been doing it for the last couple of years, but I kind of put it on hold while I was in school. But about 6 months ago, I got back into it, and I'm so glad I did because it completely changed my life. And I want to preface this by saying, I am not special. I am no different than you. I am just a normal kid who took a risk and it worked out. So here's the sauce. This is what I did to allow me to quit my job and start doing e-commerce full time. I stumbled across a thing called branded dropshipping, and if you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain it in terms a 10-year-old can understand. Now say you want to open up a lemonade stand. Instead of squeezing all the lemons and making the lemonade yourself, all you do is design the cup, call it your brand, and then get people to go to your stand. And then you have someone else that is running the stand that's actually giving out the lemonade to the customers. So you never actually touch any of the product or any of the inventory. That's basically what branded dropshipping is. So I started like everyone else. I was grinding late night YouTube videos, watching all these content creators, but the only way to really learn is just to get into it yourself or find, a really good one-on-one mentor to help you. All right, now this is what everyone's been waiting for. I'm gonna show you the actual sauce and strategy that I use that allowed me to do 100,000 in sales in 1 month. My process is very simple. I go on TikTok and I search the TikTok shop and I find a product that's not too viral yet but has potential and has some sales. Then I bring it over to Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. And this allows me to reach a completely untapped market and a different demographic of people. Obviously, the people using Facebook are a lot different than the people scrolling on TikTok. They're usually a little older and honestly more serious buyers. So once I found a product that I think could be a winner, I create a Shopify website. Once you've created your website and you make the landing page look nice, now all you have to do is drive traffic to it. And how are we gonna do that? I do that through paid advertisements. Now, running paid advertisements is an art that a lot of people can't seem to master, and that's eventually why they quit dropshipping. So I'm gonna show you some of my tips and tricks to have really high converting ads. One, all of your ads need a really strong hook. The first 3 to 5 seconds of a video is so important because you need to get people to stop scrolling. If they don't stop scrolling and watch your ad, they're never gonna click the link, and they're never gonna go to your website, and they're never gonna buy. So make sure you use some kind of strong emotion that's gonna be able to hook them in and stop their scroll. Number 2, you need to make the video ad seem organic. No one wants to watch an ad, but if the video seems authentic and like a normal organic post by someone, then they're gonna watch it. So try to stay away from the very commercially ad-y type of content and make it very, very authentic. Number 3, you need to have a very clear call to action and an offer that displays urgency. You need to get them to go to your website and buy your product now. This is impulse buying, so you need to give them a reason to buy your product now rather than wait and buy someone else's product later down the line. Listen, I'm not one of those gurus online that's going to show you his rented Lambo, his fake Rolex, and tell you he's making $1 million a month. I'm not doing that. But I am in a lot better position now as opposed to 6 months ago when I was a broke college student, and it's from branded dropshipping. So this channel is going to be dedicated to helping out kids like me that were in a similar position and, just unveiling some of the sauce. I'm going to make an exact step-by-step tutorial in upcoming videos. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and stay tuned.